What up, though? It's your boy. Go and see Spaceship Awaits at the Incredible. Back with another edition of Straight Talk with Spaceship, right here, brought to you by thewildoutradio.com. Shout out to everybody. It's been a crazy time. The world is really tripping right now. So I'm just thankful for everybody that's being safe, everybody that's handling their business, everybody that's doing what they're supposed to be doing right now. I want to give a big shout out to my brother Jamie Jenkins, one of my good college friends. He got a journal line called Hello Black Man, and we're going to talk about that very soon here on Straight Talk with Spaceship. I want to give a special shout out to Audrey Riley. She's running for the Criminal District Court Judge number 3. We're going to have her very soon, very shortly on the show. So I appreciate y'all. What up, though? Hey, Essie. What's up, Greta? So, I'm here, and, myself and Go DJ Lady J Rock, we've been talking a lot about just trying to have more awareness in the community and in the world. Not just doing shows that are finicky, or not just doing shows that don't have much meaning. Not to take away from anybody we've had, but we want to make sure that we're doing our part in the community, in the society, so that we can say that we did what we need to do to help the community. So we're going to have a lot of different people come on the show. We're going to have a lot of different things come on the show. I'm trying to do a little different tonight. As y'all see, I got the spaceship stuff up right now. What's up, Frida? What's up, Kendra? Y'all go ahead and share it. We're going to finish from the other day. Okay? So we have to finish for the other day. I got a lot of stuff that I've been discussing with people, and I want to first of all thank everybody who has gone to the YouTube to check out the show, who has went to the radio station, replayed the show. I want to thank everybody who's actually been sending in ideas for the show, and even those people that have been sending in questions for me. I haven't started that part yet. I haven't started the Ask Spaceship segment yet, but I more than likely am going to start that very, very soon. So if you have something that you want to talk about, or you just need to get off your chest, or a question, make sure you send us email to thewildoutradio@gmail.com, or you can inbox us, thewildoutradio.com. Don't inbox me on my regular page, because I'm not going to remember that shit. Inbox it to the Wild Out Radio, or send us an email. If you have a question or something, y'all see those strawberry letters and things like that. I like doing shit like that too. So hopefully I can be a guidance for you, in something that you may struggle with. Okay, so today is part 2 of Why Can't I Get a Date? And for those that did not hear part 1, please go back. We came on this morning on the radio station. So we're going to do part 2 today. And you can definitely check this out. Why can't I get a date? The first things we talked about was your mouth. Your mouth can impede you from getting dates. Your mouth can impede you from getting relationships. And we not only just talked about the dating aspect of it, but we also talked about getting into relationships and why relationships don't work. We have to watch our mouth. Our second thing that we have to think about is our expectations. What are our expectations? What are we expecting from this person? And can they reach those expectations? A lot of times we want someone to be something that they are not. A lot of times we want people to be something that they are not, or we put our expectations above or beyond, or we put expectations on what type of person we want when we don't even deserve it. Right? You don't deserve that. We don't got that. Don't live up outside your means. So I wanted to get on some next topics. I started with 4, but in the process of researching and looking at even things that happen in my regular everyday life, I added a 5th one, and we started talking about that one. So I'm going to tap on that one first. And that is your character. Not the character as far as acting, but who you are as a person. A lot of times when I talk to people and we discuss why this person doesn't like me, or why situations aren't going, or why, even if we look and see when we do talk to someone or we get a date and it does not work, um, why does it seem like it's ended up ugly, right? So I look up the definition of character. Definition of character is the mental and moral qualities distinctive to an individual. The mental and moral qualities distinctive to an individual. Now, when we go back and we think about this, what's up, Kiki? What's up, boy? Nasty boy, what's up, man? How you been, brother? Um, um, we sometimes don't pay attention to our mental and moral quality. We have this situation where we think we're a good person. We think we're doing things in the right way, but your character, the things people see of you, is not of quality. One thing I have to tell people, and one thing that I'm learning, man, one thing I learned about people, perception means a lot. Anybody that know me for the longest of time, one word that I can say about me, I was tactless. Oh, I was in that I don't give a phase. I was into that I don't care what anybody say about me phase, right? So for me, I had to learn, because we have this tendency to think, well, I'm me. I'm an individual. You're gonna love me for who I am. It doesn't really work like that. Okay? It doesn't really work like that. See, the problem is when you're putting out negative energy, you're only going to get negative energy in return. It's very rare that someone that has a horrible moral quality, a horrible mental quality, can put out negative energy and just always get positive energy back. It's it's virtually impossible, right? So when you're out there being a snake, when you're out there not living right, when you're out there not living with good moral codes, right? It's it's easy for us to blame the world for what happens to us. It's easy for us to blame the world, to get frustrated, like, oh my God, nobody wants me. Oh my God, everybody dogs me. Everybody treats me bad. I can say this. Since I've been living with better character as a person, I get better blessings. I get blessings. I get more blessings. More things happen to me. I have, as most of y'all know, I've been on my own for a very long time. I've been blessed since I've been older. I've never been evicted. I've never been, I've been homeless. I've never been evicted. That's different, right? I've never really had to struggle. I've had cars repoed, but I was able to get another one. Some of y'all get stuck in ruts. Some of y'all get stuck in ruts because you're not living right. Some of y'all get stuck in situations because you're not passing on blessings. You don't have good character. You're messy. You're violent. You thieving. You're lying. You talk about folks. You never have anything. Have you ever noticed somebody that always complains? Have you ever known somebody who always got bad stuff happening to them? And then when you sit back and you look and you be like, well, goddamn, say something positive. Do something positive. And things will change. There's times when I sit here and I be broke as shit. There's times when I sit here and I be struggling and stuff. I was sick last week. Somebody hit me up and say, hey, I'm gonna send you some money for some medicine. Lord Jesus. Father's Day, I'm sitting at home chilling. My baby mama, not my real baby mama, Lady Be Smooth, I love you. She hit me up, here, me and Quinn gonna send you something. And it's not like, oh my God, I beg for it. I just get blessed like that. Right? I just get blessed like that. People will fuck with you when you have good character. So now let's go back to dating. You dating someone. But when in the talking stage, before you go on a date, before they figure out if they want to deal with you or not, right? They are seeing your character. They are learning your character. Hold on, y'all. And then we have this tendency not to pay attention. We don't even pay attention to why people or when people we're pushing people away. We don't pay attention when we push people away. We love to blame other people. Right? We love to blame other people. We love to pass the buck. I had a situation today, right? And I'm gonna talk about it because I can do that. And on the it was a post on Facebook, and on the post, a young lady said, "You sound like you mad." I ain't mad. I can tell it like it is, but I have to address certain things because we push people away. We have to say certain things because we push situations away. We block our blessings with our character. Anybody that knows me, they might say, "Oh, Spaceship's an asshole. Oh, Spaceship's a butthole. Oh, Spaceship keeps it real." But at the end of the day, they know Spaceship loves people. Spaceship loves helping people. Spaceship looks out for people. And Spaceship gonna try to be as honest as I possibly can. I don't sit around and say I don't lie. I don't sit around and say I don't lie, because sometimes I have to lie. I'm not going to sit here and say that. There's certain situations that may happen that may not be favorable. I'm not saying that every decision you make is going to appease people or make people happy, but your character. Some of y'all people can't even leave at their house by themselves. When I go outside, motherfucker, you better go outside with me. You can't stay in my house because I don't trust your character. And the thing about it is, some people, we love people so much, and especially people that's close to us. So a lot of times our friends and family won't sit you down and tell you, your character is messed up. Your character is bad. I had to tell my mama that once. Mama, if you wasn't my mama, by the rules of what you do, I don't know if I would really fool with you. Right? I don't know if I would really fool with you, mama, if you wasn't my mama. I love you because you my mama. But you can't, now at this age, if I sit back and look at your life, your character, you got character flaws. And people, it's hard because if we really want to, we always want to be woke and keep it real. Do you really want somebody to keep it real with you? It's easier for people to ghost you. It's easy for people not to deal with you. It's easy for people not to go on a date with you because they don't want to deal with your character flaws. If this is how you treat your friends and you're telling me about it, what am I going to think that you're doing with me? If you're talking about other people, why would I not think you're talking about me? If you're out here hustling other people, why am I not going to think you're hustling me? Look at your character. You always trying to get in places free. You talk about, I met a woman once, and she always talked about how she go to the club just to get dudes to buy her drinks. And then gonna say, when we going out for drinks? So this is what happened. We went out for drinks. And I said, so what you getting, boo? I paid for us to get in this little spot. You know what I'm saying? It was $10 a person. Boom, I got the drinks. You get the first round of drinks. She said, oh, I ain't got no money. I was drinking what you drinking. Cool. I ordered me a water. I ain't got a drink. But I could tell your character. I had a friend. She was telling me about another friend of hers who was begging her to take her somewhere. She couldn't do it. And then when she checked on her friend, she didn't respond back. And she kept checking on her. Hey, bitch, did you die? What's wrong? You good? She didn't respond back. Then she came back with all these excuses. How do you think you can turn that off when you get into a relationship? That's a character flaw. That's not something you turn on and turn off, because this is somebody you call your friend and you did them that. You did them like that. So if a person can see you, and what we fail to realize is that people see us better than we see ourselves. We think highly of ourselves. We think we are perfect. And even if we have flaws, it's okay if I know my flaws. You can't know my flaws. You can't talk about my flaws. You can't be mad at my flaws. You ever had somebody that did something that they've already said that they do? Like, I'm late, right? Or not me, but I'm a late person. And then they late and you say something to them about it, like, damn, why you so motherfucking late? Like, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man, get in the game. We need you here on time. Oh, you know me. Why you all mad tripping? Why are you mad at me because you're late? Why are you mad at me because you have character flaws? I tell my students in school, the hardest thing to do is to take off a label. Once you get a label placed on you, you can't remove that label. Once you get a label taken off, put on you, you can't tell people, oh, I've changed. The easiest thing for people to do when they have a label placed on them, honestly, is to move or get out of a situation. Because until you prove yourself different, people are always going to think of you like that. If you are a thief, anytime something is missing, guess what? You're going to get blamed. You can't get mad at that. You show that display of character. If you're always lying and something happens, people ain't going to believe you. Oh, you don't believe me? That's messed up. Whoa, 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 chicken nugget. Whoa, 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 chicken nugget. Everybody know you a liar. But you mad at us for calling you out for lying? Everybody know you a thief. Why you think I don't want to go to no store with you? Because you're not going to get me caught up in your mess. Like, people want you to be okay with their mess. I'm not saying being perfect. I'm saying acknowledging it and understanding. Like, for me, I'm not a phone person. I don't talk to people. So I can't eat, and I do it. I go, oh man, I miss you. I was thinking about you. And some of my homeboys, some of my good male friends will call me out. Man, you don't miss me. You ain't called me. You know what? You showed right. I sure didn't miss you. Because if I did, I would have showed you that. I would have showed you that. This is your boy. Spaceship Oasis Incredible. This is Space Straight Talk with Spaceship. You know what I'm saying? In the building. I love y'all. Greta. You know what I'm saying? Greta say, why try and change someone? Love them for who they are. I feel you on that. But the thing is, people don't want you to call them out on who they are. Oh, I'm imperfect. Ain't nobody perfect. That's cool. But I should be able to call you out on who you are because these are your character traits. I'm not saying be perfect. I'm saying walk in your imperfections. Walk in your imperfections and understand what those imperfections do. I know that sometimes I come off blunt. I come off rude. I come off mean. So when someone comes to me with that and says, this is how you made me feel, the old me would have been like, man, fuck that. This is who I am. You got to accept it or not. The new me is, oh, I apologize. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. This is who I am, and I didn't have any offense to it, but I want you to understand that it came from a place of love. It didn't come from a place of hate or anger. But I have to be cognizant because this is how I am being perceived. This is the perception. We don't like to admit that what people perceive of us is just as important as what we think of ourselves, because we grew up in these Black communities which say, oh, love yourself. Yes, love yourself, but also part of being loving to yourself is being honest to yourself. You have to be honest with yourself. You can't walk around here and think, oh, I can do whatever and say whatever and nobody's supposed to say anything to me. No, carry yourself in high regard. Carry yourself like a champion. This is just what I see. It's just what I see. All right. The next reason I have, y'all make sure y'all share the party. It's your boy. Spaceship Oasis Incredible. Straight Talk with Spaceship. Brought to you by www.thewildoutradio.com. Y'all make sure y'all check us out each and every Thursday night for Thursday Night House Party. Myself, Go DJ Lady J Rock. We got two special. I'm gonna try to get two special guests here on this Thursday. Oh yeah, you know it's fuck your feelings all day long. But that's the problem. People want to use their feelings when it's convenient for them. Fuck your feelings is a movement I've had for so long. And it's not just being mean to people, but get out your feelings. Because if I'm your friend I should be able to tell you something before you fuck up. I should be able to tell you who you are, and I should tell you what we can do to correct this, to help you correct it, without you getting offended or, oh, you don't fuck with me like that. Look, man, most of my best friends, the greatest people I'm close with, would say, Spaceship, you're doing too much. Spaceship, you need to chill out. Me and J-Rock have the realest conversations. I got a homegirl in Cali, my girl's story. I text her today because I had something to talk to her, but she at work. She's a nurse. Shout out to you. And shout out to all the nurses out there. But I can call her, tell her, look, this is what it is. And she'll be like, bro, you tripping. Bro, you this. And I don't just, I have to listen to that because this is how people perceive me. This is what people think. When I'm on stage hosting, for a long time, I used to rub people the wrong way because I had jokes. And people had to say, shit, you got to calm down a little bit. You got to calm down a little bit. So that's what I have to do. Right? So when it comes to the second thing I have for tonight, so we got your mouth, your expectations, your character. I'm going to get to your baggage. Your baggage. Your baggage is one of the hardest things to overcome when you're trying to date, court, get a date, talk to people, because this is one of those things where people don't want you to judge them for what you've been through. But the only way you can learn is to go through those experiences. So if I have a woman who all you do is this, and we separate, and I get another woman that does the same exact stuff, of course I'm going to think, oh my God, history is repeating itself. The one thing I've learned in my journey, and it's one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, was, and it's go back, and this is, I think I might have to do a show on this because we need to really touch on this, and that was to just be honest. And sometimes being honest doesn't necessarily work because people will take honesty to the extreme. As individuals, especially individuals in relationships and get in relationships, we have this tendency to get too deep emotionally. And when we get deep emotionally, we take offense sometimes to what people say to us. And once again, these are things I've been guilty of. But I will tell a person I'm talking to, hey, yo, the last chick I talked to did the same exact shit, and we ended up not talking. You may get mad, but what happens is I've said it, so I'm not holding on to it. And a lot of times, the hardest part is to not talk about certain things, hoping in our mind that they change, hoping it's just a blip on the radar, but allowing it to fester. So then something else happens. Now this starts pissing us off. And then something else happens. And then our attitude starts changing. Then I hear like this a lot of times. I treat people how they treat me. I may start off nice, but then whatever energy they give me, I'm going to give back to them. No. The energy that you accept. You can't accept negative energy. How do we accept negative energy? With our baggage. We bring these situations in and we don't discuss them. We don't talk about them. When I got married, my ex-wife told me how her ex-husband, because she was married before me, and she was telling me how he cheated on her and he did all these things to her. And I was like, man, that's fucked up. He's a horrible guy. I can't believe this. Instead of learning the whole story, then when I got married and I saw what it was, I'm like, okay, I see why he cheated on you. Right? And then, so I felt like I was played. And for the longest, after I got out of that relationship, my thought was, oh, no, if I see the same stuff happen, I got to run. I got to go. I'm not necessarily going to talk about my relationship because that was one of those things where I was confused about how to do it because I learned in my marriage not to talk to my family about my problems. So once I got divorced, I didn't want to talk to people about my problems. and I didn't necessarily talk to women about my problems when I was trying to date them. So I held on to that baggage. I held on to that pain. I held on to that hurt. I held on to that. Well, I dated this woman for 2.5 years and we got married and it didn't work out. All because it doesn't work out. People are different. Situations may come around that may look the same, but it's up to you to talk about those things. It's up to you to be transparent about those things. It's up to you to call them for as you see them, because your perception matters too. As much as I may sit here and say the perception of you matters to other people, I also have to realize that your perception of the situation matters just as much. So you have to let people know, this is what I'm going to accept. This is what I'm not going to accept. I'm not going to sit here and fester over this stuff. I'm not going to sit here and be sad over this stuff. I'm not going to be angry at you and not tell you why I feel a certain type of way. That's what baggage is. Baggage is not what happened in your past. Baggage is not your kids. Baggage is not discussing the situation, dropping that shit off so that y'all can move forward. Extra baggage is what you carry with you. What are you carrying into your next relationship? What are you carrying into your next opportunity to meet someone? That's what we have to watch. If it doesn't, I was talking to somebody, and then we were talking about, once we stop talking to people, we stop fooling with them. We just totally stop fooling with them. And I'm like, well, I'm not really like that, because I want to be your friend first anyway. We're going on dates. We're getting in relationships with the intent on seeing, is this person my husband or my wife? We're not going on dates to see, am I compatible socially with this person? How many times have we actually thought, am I socially compatible with this person? We deal with a lot of people and we deal with a lot of bullshit because we don't take the time to see if we actually compatible. We're compatible with certain things. Oh, he pays the bills. Oh, she sexts me good. Oh, she loves my kids. Oh, he takes care of my kids. Oh, he can fix stuff. Oh, she can cook and she wash my clothes. But can we go out socially and make it work? Are you hurt by an ex that was never at home? Because I'm, like I say, I'm an entertainer. There's times when I'm gonna be at home. There's times when I ain't gonna want to talk on the phone. Are you gonna feel some type of way? If I don't talk to you at night, is that gonna make you want to go talk to somebody else? Is that how he made you feel? Well, I need to talk to you about that. I need to talk to you about that's how you made you feel, so I can reassure you I'm not that person. We want people to fix stuff without articulating what needs to be fixed. Well, if he a man, he should know how to do this. Well, as a woman, she should know this. Who says who? Who taught her how to clean her house? Who taught him how to communicate? Who taught him how to look? If you want a man to fix cars, that's not Spaceship Oasis. Like right now, I'm just now learning about politics. I'm just now learning about being a voice in my community. I'm finna try to look into some school boards and being on some city councils and stuff. I wasn't taught that. I wasn't taught how to be a stand-up man. I'm be honest. I was taught how to be a man, but I wasn't taught about, and the world is so different. My granddaddy was born in 1930. What he learned growing up ain't what I'm learning growing up. So we have to discuss these things. We have to open ourselves up. We have to be transparent. We have to put that baggage down. Okay? We got to put that baggage down. We are so busy concerned about expectations. Once again, your expectations. We expect a person to know certain things. We expect a person to do certain things. But we have to understand that they have that expectation that you're coming into this relationship with a clean slate. And I got to go into the relationship with a clean slate. And a lot of times we don't do that. We don't. And it's hard. I understand it's hard. I understand it's hard. I see things and I get turned off quick. My old project manager Chuck, she used to say, "Nigga, you got a 60-day rule, 30-day rule, 90-day rule." I think it was 90 days. 3 months and I was gone. We done. No more talking. I'm gonna find something that turns me off. And it wasn't that it was turning me off, it reminded me of an ex. Why did it remind me of an ex? Because I had that baggage. I never communicated. I don't like that. And I let it fester. And every time you do it, I just I grit my teeth and try to deal with it. But on the inside, it's turning me off. It's turning me off. We have to let that mess go. We love talking about baby mamas and baby daddies, but we picked them. Most of us don't have rape babies. Most of us don't have rape babies. So that's who we picked. That's who we chose. So you can't get upset. You can't get upset about the situation, or you can't keep me, it ain't shit. My baby daddy did this, my baby daddy did that, my baby mama did this, my baby mama did that. Ugh. That's whose baby mama? That's whose baby daddy? I've had to learn. I've had to learn not to judge people based on what I've been through. And it's funny because when I started learning to do that, people start saying I'm nonchalant or I don't care. It's not that I don't care. It's not that I'm nonchalant. It's the simple fact that I have to respect you enough to give you, if I like you enough to converse with you, to communicate, to see where we're going to go, I have to respect you enough to give you that clean slate. You can't go in a relationship already expecting the worst. What good you gonna get out of that? What good you gonna get out of that? You're expecting the worst already before you even really start dating this person. This person don't call you back, now you mad. This person don't answer your call, why you mad? This person got to cancel the event on you, now you mad. Oh, I know how that, he must got somebody else. No. The guy can't make it. What you want to do, stand you up? Can't fucking win. But that's because that's what you used to. That's the baggage you have. And if that is a problem, then you say, hey, look, I appreciate you not coming through. If this shit happens again, we can't talk and be good with it. I don't care fuck how good they are of a person. If it's something that you can't deal with, you got to speak up and you got to let that go, no matter how much it hurts. We can't keep holding on to people or being around people and hurting them and not being honest with them. It sucks. It hurts. It hurts. But we cannot do that to people. We can't walk in with baggage. It's your boy. Spaceship Wasted the Incredible. Shout out to y'all. I'm just talking a little bit, man. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. Check this out. It will be uploaded on YouTube on Thursday. Every Tuesday, every Thursday. Y'all know what it is. 10 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. You can go to wildoutраdio.com and also hear a replay. And you make sure you can share it. Share it to people. Let them read. Because somebody needs this. I'm touching somebody. Is there just one? Is there just one? Come to the altar now. Because I still got one more of why you can't get a date. Why you can't get a date. And it's a reason that we all don't pay attention to, but we all pay attention to. It's your actions. What is your action saying? These things that I'm talking are not just necessarily things I see for the world. It is things that I've talked about with other people. It's things I've had to reflect on myself, more importantly, about. So I don't come from a place of saying stuff that I really don't know what the heck I'm talking about. I try to come from a place of I failed as well. I have failed as well. You can't walk around and act like you don't need a significant other, but want a significant other. Understand? If you want to be single and date, fine. But you can't go around bashing relationships, bashing people in relationships, and then come back and say, oh, I can't find a good man, or oh, I can't find a good woman. Well, what are your actions putting out? When you're with this person, what are your actions putting out? I've been on dates and been out to dinner, and the chick was on her phone the whole damn time. And this was first date shit. Like there's been times when I've been out and we be on our phone. I try to put my phone up. Everybody know I love my games on my phone. Anytime I get downtime, I'm playing games on my phone. But I try to actively like put my phone up. Or if I'm talking to someone, I'm not going to, my actions aren't going to be that I don't care about them. Or if I'm dating someone, my actions are going to be not going to be like I'm not considerate of their feelings and emotions. It's like sometimes, and it goes back to what I see in school. Like the girls be mean to the boys they like, and the boys be mean to the girls they like. And I don't freaking understand that. Preacher vibe, Chef. I don't understand that. You cannot give a person the vibes that you're uninterested and then expect them to put all their interest in you. You can't treat a person coldly and expect that person to have the same feeling and love and lust and sensation for you. Your actions don't represent that you're interested in this person. Your actions don't represent that you care about building something with this person. So even if we schedule something, and it's been time, I've scheduled a date, oh, we're going to go out in 2 weeks, yeah, woo, but then I don't hear from you no more. And then on the day of the date, you be like, we still going out? Nope. Why not? I've been hitting you up. I've been trying to ask you how your day, you ain't responded, and then you want to go out? Excuse me. Excuse me. Where the fuck they do that at? You want her to care about you, to sex you, to send you news, to do all these things for you. But yet, fellas, and I'm gonna talk to the fellas, you're not showing her no interest. You're not even texting, hey, just checking on your day. How are you? Thinking about you. You don't want to hold her hand. You don't want to give her a kiss. You don't want to. You don't have any sympathy or empathy for anything she says. But yet you want her to like you. You want her to be at your beck and call. Where are your actions at? Ladies, he calling you. He trying to meet up with you. You always got something to do, but you always turning up. You always hanging out with your friends or your girls. And now he ain't calling you no more. Oh, so you just throw me to the curb? Your actions. We make it easy to ghost. Whether we do the ghosting or whether we get ghosted, we make it easy to ghost. I was sick last week. You know how many people did not, and I was on Facebook. I was in the Facebook gym. You know how many people I did not talk to? Then you hear shit like, oh, stranger. We start this behavior at a very early age, TT. I know freedom. We start this behavior at a very early age. And we act disinterested in people. So you cannot get mad when people don't want to be around you, don't want to take you out. I do not take out boring ass people. I've talked to J-Rock so many times through our relationship, and we've been friends 15 years, right? And a lot of times I've caught myself, and when I go back and talk to her, and I ask J Rock, I say, J Rock, I talk to J, I say, J Rock, what have you seen about me in relationships? And she says some things, and it'd be funny, but she like, you have to show that you care sometimes, Ship. You tell me, like, I can tell J Rock I care about somebody. Oh, I like her, man. She might be the one. But are my actions lining up to that? And every time I can say no. Because we be in this cool mentality, or we be in this chase mentality. He got to chase me. She got to chase me. She got to show my interest. Okay, I'm showing you interest. Or she's showing me interest. What am I doing in return? What am I doing in return? Am I being the person that you or that I am? And that's the thing. Believe people when they show you who they are. We get so emotional. We get so emotional. Sorry for those that's on the watch party. I had an Amber Alert. I don't know if it knocked y'all off or not. We get so emotional about people and things, but we have to pay attention to who a person is. It is what it is. Like, you can't get mad at me for you showing me who you are. And I make a decision that I don't want to fool with it. I don't want to deal with it. Once again, if I know I'm dealing with a person who steals, I don't give a fat baby that I've known you since we were 6 years old. I'm not going to no store with you. I'm not hanging out with you. I don't want you at my house. But what do? We allow this behavior to continue. We allow this behavior to permeate. And then we justify it because they're our friend. We might justify it in our head, or we might even say in our head, we might say, oh, this ain't what I like, or I don't agree with it. But we don't even tell that other person. No. Your actions push people away. Your actions turn people away. Your actions make people not want to be cool with you. And until we come and become accountable for ourselves, we will never reach that happiness that we desire in whatever facet it is. In whatever facet it is. If even as a teacher, I can't walk around my school and not show interest to my scholars and then want them to come to class and work hard for me. That makes no sense. As a coach or a manager, you can't walk around your office with an attitude and think about your job. Think about your job. Think about your boss. Do you like your boss? If you like your boss and you and your boss have a great relationship, you're going to work harder. You're going to do things for your boss. You're going to take the opportunity to go above and beyond sometime because you fuck with your boss the long way. But if you don't like your boss, if you can't stand your boss, if you can't stand coming to work, if you and your boss always get into it, you dread most things that they ask you to do. You will do your job, but if they come to your desk and say, Carlton, would you mind doing this audit for me? Why doesn't that work in relationships? Why don't we think that in relationships? When we see our boss working with us, not just telling us what to do, it makes us work harder. Why don't that work in relationships? When we see our boss nice and speaking, right, you feel me? Be bringing in coffee and donuts and shit, be all happy and chipper. For real, like last year in my school, my old principal, it was a great day. This year, of course, with COVID, but it was a little different. The atmosphere, the climate was different, right? You ever been around somebody who just has horrible actions, horrible character, has a horrible mouth, has baggage? When they walk into a room, the room like flattens. It deflates like, oh, here this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it is motherfucker. Girl, I don't even want to be at work. Right? So why do we not think that that works in relationships? In my apartment complex, I'm not mean to folks. And if I have a situation, I try to deflate that situation because I know me. So let me go ahead, because what happens is the transfer of energy. You walk around, you might even have a fake attitude, but you walk around with this fake attitude, you're gonna transfer this to other people. Now they got attitudes, and their attitudes is more real. Because they're like, man, you on a date. You on a date with somebody, and all you doing is complaining, 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 complaining. You in your phone, you in the bathroom taking selfies. You say you going to the bathroom. I'm on Facebook waiting on you to come back. I see you post a picture of you in the bathroom taking a selfie. Nigga, if you don't bring your ass back here and post that picture later, your action. And so you don't think that that dude's supposed to say nothing. What actions are you exhibiting? They are all, you are correct, Frida. They are all relationships, work or intimate. And that's what we fail to realize. Our work relationships, our personal relationships, they affect our intimate relationships. You can't walk around and think, oh, I'm gonna be good in my work relationships, but I'm sucky in my intimate relationships. If I actually looked up some statistics, I bet you I would see situations where work relationships and intimate relationships go hand in hand. You can't be out here saying, oh, I got all these great friends, all these people, but I just can't figure it out in an intimate climax. And I'm not sitting here saying every relationship you should talk to be perfect, because it's a puzzle. And you got to find somebody that matches you. But like I say, if I stop talking to someone, we're not on hate terms. We don't hate each other. I got friends that talk about dudes they talk to and they hate them. They hate them now. That's one of y'all fault. It was only two people in your relationship. It's one of y'all fault. Well, he was doing this or she was doing this. One of y'all got character problems, if not both. Because I can stop talking to someone and we might have to take a moment to not talk because of the emotions, but we're not going to hate each other. We're not going to defame each other. I got 4 baby mamas, and all 4 of my baby mamas can't really talk bad about me. We've had our situations. We had our situations, but I never went back and just was just mean. I never went back and I had to learn not to hold that baggage. It didn't work out. For whatever, the end result is, it didn't work out. So let me move on. The same job I had when I was 15 years old, I don't have now. For whatever reason. So I can't transfer that energy to the next person. I can't sit here and expect this next person to already know me before they get to know me. I can't sit here and not pay attention to the needs of another person, to be so self-centered on myself, to be so entrapped with narcissism that I'm not paying attention to how I'm treating another person and how my actions, how my words, how my baggage, how my expectations, how my character is perceived by this other person. We love to blame everybody else for our own inconsistencies. And we have to be mindful of that. Relationships and building relationships is a beautiful thing. I honor the relationships I have with people. My bubble is small. And I'm not going to be disrespectful or hateful or spiteful or mean unless that code of honor is broken. And even at that point, you really don't fucking matter to me that much. You can talk about me. You can hate me all you want. You can not like me. But at the end of the day, I really don't care that much. I wish you all the best. And when I say I don't care that much, it's not that I don't care as far as what we had didn't matter. It's what you got going on now is on you. I I hear females, and I hear a lot more from females than guys, and I know it happens with guys because it's happened with me, where dudes won't leave them alone. Dude, she don't want you. You should have been a good person in the first place. Move around. Why are you bothering her after it's over? If it's over, me and my youngest son's mom did not have a beautiful breakup. We're in a good place now, but we did not have a beautiful breakup. But it's not my place to go around and just dog her and demonize her and try to lower her value. The point is, whether it was amicable, whether it was some bullshit, whether it was anything else, the point is we're not together anymore. Good riddance. Have a happy life. I want to see my kid, and eventually we can come around to a place where we can actually communicate and be cordial. And that's where we're at now. That's where we're at now. But yet we walk around and we get mad at people or we stalk them. Leave them alone. Let them be. Female, if a dude don't want you, move around. And yes, I'm not going to sit here and act like it don't happen with you ladies. I've had a few females. I don't want you. I'm good. And then when the dude say something to you, now all of a sudden you got this issue. Oh, now you want to big talk him. Shut the fuck up. He was trying to be nice and cordial. But we love to place the blame. Exactly. 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 Leave me alone and let me be. But that don't mean I gotta hate you. That don't mean we can't be friends because we were friends first. And that goes back to my original point in this conversation. A lot of us don't be friends. We don't socially connect. I meet you, we talk a little bit, I like you, you like me, let's make a commitment. But you really don't like me. You don't like me, I don't like you. We didn't build nothing. When you build good foundations, when you're sincere, when you're genuine, even if it doesn't work out within a date, you'll still have a better connection with people, which will keep you in a good loop of positivity, a good positive energy. So when you date the next person, you won't come in there with that baggage. But what happens is you date somebody, y'all don't know each other, you end up on angry terms, and now you got a wall built up. Now you got this pain built up. Now you got this baggage built up. Now you're already going into the next situation in a pessimistic attitude. I don't want anybody that's ever dated me to go into the next relationship with a pessimistic attitude. And if you're watching, if you're on here, and I've done that, if you're listening, I apologize. If it didn't work out, it didn't work out. But I will never want you to hate men because of me. I don't ever want you to hate relationships because of me. I don't ever want you to have pain and suffering because of me. We have to understand what our actions is doing, not just for now, not just for the right now, but what it can do to a person. And I don't want to be a part of you if I feel like your pain is going to last longer than the relationship. If you're arguing with people all the time and they, hey, boo, no, I don't want it. I don't want it. You're an arguer. You argue with your mama all the time. So guess what you're going to do? You're going to motherfucking argue with me. I don't want it. If I see that your attitude or your disposition is one that's kind of suspect, and people, and I'm going to say this, I love this word, discernment. People don't want you to have discernment. People don't want you to have a gut instinct. People don't want you to feel something in your bones. A lot of us, after we get out of relationships, we knew better. I knew better with my ex-wife. I knew better. I felt it. But guess what? I thought I loved her. I did love her. But people don't want you to go with your gut. You know when you dated a young man, you know when you dated a young lady, and it didn't feel right. It was just something about I can't put my finger on it. Oh, I can't put my finger on it, but something about this motherfucker just ain't right. It is okay for you to go with that to save your sanity and your peace. It's okay. They can get mad. You can get as mad as me as you want. And I may possibly be missing out on my dream woman. I would feel that though. I would feel that. You know what I'm saying? I can feel that. Like there's been times when you had connections. The last woman I talked to, our connection was instant. It was amazing. And it was good. It didn't work out. It didn't work out. But there was a connection there. And once we separated, I don't have any ill will. I never felt anything. I didn't hate her. It just there was things we didn't see eye to eye. But we get in a situation, we date people, we get in these relationships, and then we don't really build a good foundation. We allow ourselves to get hurt, or we allow hurt, or hurt happens. Let me say that. Let me not say we allow ourselves to get hurt. Hurt happens, and then we build our wall, or we justify. We use these things to justify. Oh, I can't do it on here. I can't. I'll text you, Frida. I can't say it on here. I'm trying to be more political and more, correct on here. But I almost had a comment. We'll talk about that. Say that comment tomorrow, Thursday night on the house party, and I'll have a comeback for that. But I'm not gonna have a comeback for it right now. But I don't. I will. I'm at the place now where if I don't feel comfortable with it, I'm not gonna do it. And that's protecting my energy. That's protecting my bubble. I had to catch myself before. I caught myself always responding, always being at people beck and calls, always being there for them, and it didn't work. I found myself being frustrated, being closed-minded, being upset. Like, damn, you can't call me back. Damn. Let me tell you, I went to jail in college on some bull crap. And I called my ex-wife. This is before we got married. And she didn't answer. And she didn't come down to the jail to get me. Like, they took me to jail, but I could get right out, right? It wasn't like I was staying in there. It was like, okay. It was just I went to school in Mississippi, y'all. So this type of stuff that happened. They will arrest you, take you to jail, book you in, and then release you. Right. So I called her to come get me. She never came to get me. My godbrother, Mac Mittens, had to come get me. And at that moment, I knew, I was like, dang, you can't even come get me out of jail, my nigga? Right? So that was one of those times where I should have actually paid attention. Like, you really, I don't know. Because it wasn't like I did anything wrong. I'm in Mississippi. This is on some profiling stuff. You tell somebody no, and you'll see the real them. Every time. Every time. Every time. Now, to that, Frida, I'll say, because Frida I have to protect me more. I say this. I say this. I protect me, but I don't protect me. I'm very transparent. I'm very open. Because my day in heaven, my judgment day will not be based on what anybody does to me. My judgment day and the things, my happiness will be based solely upon what I do. And I'm at the place now where I will not, regardless, allow someone else to dictate my character, nor my actions, nor my words based on how they treated me. I'm going to continue to live on the high plane. I'm going to continue to work hard to be a good man. I'm going to continue to work hard to enhance my community. If people, because even in my regular life, people can say what they want, they can do what they want. Some places I go out, I'm a celebrity. Some places I go out, nobody knows who I am. And I'm cool with that. And it doesn't shift me to change who I am as a person. And in a relationship, I have to, and for me, I'm a little different than you, because Frida, you're one of the sweetest people I know. I'm trying to open myself up more. I'm trying to allow myself to be loved more because I've always been a kind of a closed-in person. And like I say, these things that I talk about ain't just something I'm seeing in other people. It's also a reflection of myself. So I have to work on these things every day. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And we all come from different places in this world. We all come from different opportunities in this world, and we all have different situations that make us who we are. But when we walk in love and we walk in light, um, oh, you better not. I'll whoop on you, girl. You better not be changing who you are. About to say. But as we do this, and as we continue as I continue to walk my journey to being a better man, I'm always in constant reflection of myself, and I'm always working to be better and to do better than the day before. This your boy. Go and see Spaceship Oasis Incredible. This has been Straight Talk with Spaceship. Why can't I get a date part 2? I love y'all for being with me. Shout out to my girl Karen Brown, LOL Bakery. Y'all make sure y'all holler at LOL, get you some treats and all that good stuff on your feet. Also, Audra Riley for Circuit Court Judge number 3. Please go place your votes, cast your votes. Holler at my girl Audra. We're gonna get her on the show very soon. I may get her on Thursday. I may get her on here for Straight Talk. Either one. So we're gonna make sure we get this thing popping. I love y'all. Y'all remember you're blessed in somebody's life. It's not about what you get, it's about what you give. On behalf of the Holy Central Entertainment family, Spaceship Oasis, Go DJ Lady J Rock. Y'all make sure y'all check out the radio station, www.thewildoutradio.com. Hit us up every Tuesday and Thursday, 10 a.m. if you want to hear a replay of the Straight Talk with Spaceship podcast. I love y'all, man. Y'all be good. And if you want to give donations, please hit us up at Cash App Essential Entertainment or Cash App JG Jones. Let me go ahead and put that up there because we take all donations because we're trying to build the station. We're trying to build the website, and everything is all needed. Everything is all everything is all needed. Everything is all important. So if you do want to donate to keep the show going, to get us more opportunities to do more things, and to just make it better for you guys, and you can probably get exclusive content, back behind the scenes things, and exclusive interviews. Y'all make sure y'all hit us up. I love y'all. Y'all be dope. Y'all be super, 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 super duper dope. And I'll see y'all on Thursday. Church. Peace.